In today's video, what we're going to talk about is a diamond in the rough. You see, what made me think about this particular topic is that there are so many people that are going through life every day, not really understanding how valuable they really are. And you can tell by the decisions that most people make that they don't really understand their value, because if they did, they wouldn't make some of the decisions that they make. And when I say this, I'm not just speaking about everyone else. I'm talking about myself. There have been times that I've made decisions that I wouldn't have made if I really understood my value. Okay. And I just thank God that I didn't end up being in like a bad situation because of these decisions. Right. But one thing is for sure, for some of you on this video, this is going to be the first time somebody has ever told you that you're valuable. Okay. And if that's the case, I am thankful and I'm grateful that you're listening to this video, because I do want you to understand you are outrageously valuable on this planet. And don't ever let anybody convince you otherwise. Okay. And for some of you, in this video, my goal is to kind of help you or remind you of the value that you have. Okay. And so regardless of which category you fall into, my goal by the end of this video is really just to give you a little bit more understanding as to the value that you have, because you are outrageously valuable on this planet. Okay. But you have to understand that. Okay. You have to understand that concept that you're valuable, and you have to embrace the concept that you're valuable, because that's the truth. Okay. And anything that anyone else says that's contrary to that, they're either speaking from a position of ignorance, or they're speaking from a position of hate. And either way, they are misguided, my friend. You're valuable. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Career Strategies. My name is Rodney Hughes, Mr. 100%, and this channel is dedicated to teaching you strategies that can help you advance your career. So I want to welcome you to the channel, and I want to offer you the opportunity to join the family by subscribing to this channel and clicking that bell, that little bell, so that you can be notified when I drop new content, because I will be dropping new content on a daily basis. And again, it's going to be content that is designed to help you advance your career. Okay. So again, let's talk about this. Okay. A diamond in the rough. You know, I think this picture says it all. Okay. You see the dirty hands, you see all the dirt, you know, all the gravel, and then you see this diamond in the middle. Okay. And here's the thing. It's so easy sometimes to lose track of how valuable you actually are. Okay. Because a lot of times, listen, no matter who you are, okay, whether you're the president of the United States, or whether, you know, you're someone else. Okay. You know, even if, you know, whether you're homeless, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever your situation is, I want you to understand this. Okay. If you're living and breathing on this earth, you are extremely valuable. Okay. Extremely valuable beyond imagination. You have so much potential. It is scary. Okay. But I want you to understand your value. Okay. Because if you don't ever understand, if you don't ever come to the understanding that you are valuable as a human being, your decisions won't take you to a place of acquiring more value in your life. Okay. See, it starts with you. It starts with you understanding that you are a person of value. Okay. See, because until you understand that, you won't invest in yourself. You won't invest in yourself so that you can realize more of the value that you actually have within you. Okay. So again, in this video, I'm just going to share some ideas with you that hopefully will inspire you to think a little bit. Okay. Let's start here. I said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it again. Don't you ever allow anyone to convince you that you're not valuable, because if they try to, I'm telling you, they are absolutely wrong. Okay? They're absolutely wrong. See, here's what you got to understand. Okay? No matter who you're dealing with, okay, whether it's your parent or whether it's somebody that you don't know, okay, regardless of where they fall on the spectrum, you have to understand that nobody is really going to understand your true value, okay, except for you and God. That's it. Okay? Y'all are the only ones that understand the value that you have to offer to the world. Okay? Your parents, they could love you to death. Okay? But even they don't understand the value that you truly have. Okay? Because the reality, I just believe that every single person that is born has value on this planet. You know, when I look around and you just look at how the world operates, right? Everything that you see around you is immensely important. Everything works together, okay, for the greater good. Do you understand that? You know, when I was looking at on Netflix, recently, and Will Smith is narrating this show. I forgot the name. I think it's called This Strange Rock or something like that. And it was talking about planet Earth and I guess how some people believe it was created. And the interesting thing about it was as they started to explain all the ways that this planet works together for survival. Okay. Works together to create all, like the thing that they started off talking about is like how oxygen is created on this planet, right? So that everybody has more than enough oxygen. And as they went to explaining it, you start to see how things are designed to work together, right? In order for the long-term sustainability of this planet. It's absolutely amazing. You understand? And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because some people are walking around thinking that their life is meaningless, right? Thinking that they have no value to offer. But I'm here to tell you, everything on this planet has a purpose, okay? Has an immense purpose, okay? And most importantly, as a human being, we have the power of creation. Do you understand how powerful that is? You have the power, regardless of what your circumstance is right here, right now in this moment. You have the power to visualize an outcome that you desire and work towards creating that outcome. There aren't very many creatures that I know of that have that true ability to do that. Okay? Outside of the human race. Now, maybe there's a little bit of ignorance in me talking. Maybe there are other species that know how to do that, but for sure, I don't know of any other species that have the ability to do it at the extent that we have as human beings. So just the mere fact, so when I say that you're valuable, just the mere fact that you are a creator, okay, whether you've been using it on a conscious level or not. See, most people don't realize that they're a creator anyway. They're going to create anyway, right? They're using the creation skill sets anyway, but most people don't use it consciously, right? Which is why I chose this picture right here, right? To represent that light, right? Because when you start to consciously think about creation and you start to consciously focus on it, man, it's like a light bulb will go off in your life and things will start to become more and more clear, okay? And just that one ability alone makes you extremely valuable. Regardless of what results you've gotten up to this point in your life, or regardless of what, the failures that you've come across in your life, you have the power to create. You have the power to change your scenario. Okay? And there are people who have gone from being super, super low to rising to heights that most people can't even really imagine. Okay? And you have the ability to do that as well. The other thing I want you to understand about the value, right, that you have, think about it like this. I was having a conversation with my friend one time, and I said, man, do you realize, I refuse to believe that us being here today, like you being here listening to this video today, was an accident. I refuse to believe it, okay? That it was just mere coincidence, okay? Do you know all the things that could have wiped your bloodline from the face of this earth to where it wouldn't have even been possible for you to be born? Like, if you really start to think about it, it could be scary, man, because like, think about all the natural disasters that we see right here, right now, today, as we're talking. I mean, every time there's like a major national disaster that happens, so many people end up losing their lives. Okay? And what would have happened if your entire family line would have been wiped out by some type of natural disaster that they couldn't have avoided? You may not have even had the chance to be here today. Okay? So the fact that you're here means that you have some value to offer. That's how I look at it. Okay? Because again, it's so many things. If you really get creative, you can start thinking about so many ways that it could have been so easy for you not to be here. Okay? Like super easy for you not to be here. So the fact that you made it, the fact that you're here, means you're special. Okay? The next thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that no one's ever really been able to predict human potential. You know, I was listening to a gentleman by the name of Bob Proctor, who I think is absolutely phenomenal. And I would highly recommend that you go and check out his YouTube videos and things of that nature. But I remember a video that he made one time where he said something that was very interesting to me. He said, you know, there are people on this planet right here, right now, today, that can accurately predict almost within seconds how long it would take to fly an airplane full of people from Atlanta all the way to the other side, to the other coast of the United States. Let's just say California. There are people that can predict within seconds how long it would take to make that flight. Okay? And even with all that knowledge, right, because if you really wrap your head around how crazy that is, that people can accurately predict that, they can accurately predict that type of information, but no one ever in history has been able to crack the code for accurately predicting human potential. See, they do it all the time. They try to come up with ways to do it. It's not as if they haven't been trying to crack that code, right? People have come up with all types of tests, right? You got the IQ test. You got just all different types of tests that are out there. You got like, I like to use sports as an example because I played in sports, right? You got the NFL Combine. Like, I think the NFL Combine is going on right now as I'm, or it just recently went on around the time of me making this video. And you know, the thing that's interesting about the combine is that you could have a phenomenal combine and still end up going into the NFL and not doing anything. Okay? Being a bust is what they call it. Okay? A flop or whatever you want to call it. Okay? But yet the NFL Combine is almost like the standard, right? The standard for human potential when it comes to football. But you know, the one thing that a test like or like the combine, the one thing the combine can't teach or can't reveal of somebody is someone's heart. It's the true value that somebody has to offer. It just can't, right? They've never been able to create a test that proves it. And you know, another great example of people not being able to accurately predict the value that somebody has to offer, I look at Tom Brady. Okay, some people are referring to him as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, as the quarterback for the New England Patriots. Okay, this is a young man. Well, I was looking at a special or some type of it was some type of like mini documentary type thing, and they were kind of breaking down Tom Brady and how he, you know, how he came up out of Michigan and made it into the pros. He was a 6th round draft pick, okay, which is very low when it comes to getting drafted. Yeah, that's so low that you almost didn't get drafted when you go in the 6th round, okay? He was a 6th round draft pick. He is arguably one of the most unathletic quarterbacks in the entire NFL. And even with that being said, he is easily, arguably, one of the greatest quarterbacks that has ever graced the game. Okay? He has the stats to back it up. Okay? The young man is a winner, period. Okay? He is a winner and he has been a winner. Okay? And if you look at some of the things about him outside of his stats, it would be easy to misjudge him. It would be easy to think that he's not nearly as valuable as what he has proven he is. See, you got to understand, people can't predict human potential, right? And so the reason why I'm telling you this is because I don't want you listening to people who out here guessing, because that's what people do, right? People just guess. Okay, listen, you know, my mother, okay, and my father have both been on their deathbeds multiple times in my childhood. And I would sit there and watch these doctors, right, who think that they almost act, it's almost like they got a God complex, right, where they will say stuff to you and make it sound so convincing, right? They'll say you need to get ready because they're about to die. Or they won't say it quite like that, but they'll say, you know, they'll talk and they'll make recommendations of things that you need to do, right? And things that they believe are about to happen. And I'm gonna tell you, most of the time they were wrong. Okay, when it came to my mom and when it came to my dad, they were wrong in a lot of instances. Okay, but yet when it came out their mouth, you would think that God gave them the inside scoop, right? They sounded so convincing, right? But what you got to understand is that people are guessing. Okay, even when they make predictions, they're guessing, right? So when it comes to you and your value, you need to understand that nobody can validate you. I can't validate you, okay? Nobody around you can validate you. Your own parents can't validate you because your own parents don't even know what your potential is. Your own parents don't even know truly what the value is that you could bring to this world. But you got to believe. You got to start making your own predictions. You got to start predicting the value that you can offer to this world. That's your responsibility. So with that being said, I want to say this. Now, I hope that now you have a little bit better understanding of the value that you truly have to offer. Okay? But now that you got that, I want you to not be afraid to find out what your purpose is. Okay? To find out how you can apply your value in this world. Okay? There are so many people that settle for a life of mediocrity. Okay? There are so many people that don't even try to figure out what their true purpose is on this planet. Okay? And I just want you to understand, again, it's so important that you find out that you realize your value, and that you try to find every possible way to apply your value while you're living. Okay? Because the one thing that I think about all the time, and the thing that keeps me driven, even when I'm not getting the results that I ideally thought I was going to get, is that I don't want to get, you know, it's a blessing for you to get up into old age, right? And you know, I pray that me and my wife and my family are able to, you know, live long, prosperous lives and great health and all this stuff, right? But the thing that keeps me focused on trying to, you know, tap into my potential, even when there are times when I feel like quitting, is that what I fear most is that I would hate to get up in age, to be 90, 95 years old, 100 years old, and to look back over my life and to have regrets about not trying to tap into my potential, right? I don't want to be in that situation. I want to be in the situation where if I can be blessed to get well up in age, that I can look back over my life and say, man, it was a hell of a run. Okay, man, I had a great time tapping into this. And I want to say that I was able to make an impact for my family, and able to make an impact in this world in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Okay, but here's what I want you to understand. I know this about me personally. It is impossible for me to do that, to be in that type of position where I have no regrets, okay, if I don't first understand how valuable that I actually am, right? Because if I don't think that I'm valuable, how can I truly try to give value on this planet? You see what I'm saying? And so I want you to understand that too. I want you to understand how valuable you are, okay? And I want you to go after your purpose. Find out what your purpose is. Find out, like ask yourself, what do you know, what comes natural to you? Okay? Ask yourself, what would you do if you could do anything? Right? Think about that as a question. Right? And start asking, start trying to explore the things that are of interest to you. Because it's like I tell people all the time, it's like, look, man, if NASA came to me tomorrow and was like, congratulations, Rodney, you are going to be the next African American man to step foot on the moon, I say, no, the hell I ain't. Okay. Now excuse my grammar there, but that's probably what I would say. Okay. No, I'm not going to be the next African American man to step on the moon, because I don't give a damn about becoming an astronaut. You understand? Now that's a joke, but the point is the reason why I'm saying that is because, listen, that's not in me. Like, there are some people that from the time that they were a little kid until the time that they became an adult, they dreamed about becoming an astronaut, being able to go into space and explore and do things like that, right? And so what the point I'm trying to make is, if that's in you, like if there's something in you that you're interested in, I believe that it's in you for a reason, because I believe what comes natural to you like that, what that desire that's inside of you, I believe that is the key to you tapping into your potential. I believe that's the key to you tapping into your greatness, okay? Is going down the path of the things that are truly natural to you, okay? That are truly naturally of interest to you, okay? And so that's what I want you to do, all right? I want you to find your purpose. I want you to aggressively start working on finding your purpose on this planet, whatever that may be. Maybe your purpose is to be a great parent and just be a great parent, and that's okay, because that if that's your purpose and you work hard towards doing that, you can be successful, right? You're tapping into your greatness, right? And on the other hand, if your purpose is to, start your own business, then start working towards that. If your purpose is, you deep down inside, you want to become the next CEO of some company, right? Then start aggressively going towards that. But the point I'm trying to make here is know your value and try to find your purpose, okay? So that you can apply that value to this world, because the world needs you, all right? Listen, I hope you got great value out of the video. I want to give you free access to a free virtual training platform that I created called Interview Prep University. It's 100% free. You can have access to it 24/7, 365. And this is a platform that is designed to teach you how to exponentially improve your job interview skills. If you'd like to get free access, all you have to do is go to www.interviewprepuniversity.com. Again, that's www.interviewprepuniversity.com, and you can gain instant access. Listen, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, like this video, comment on this video, tell me what you like the most about some of the things that I shared with you. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. All right, I'll see you in the next video.